Hello, guys. I once again welcome you to another enlightening edition of Sports Players Daily Updates. The Super Eagles of Nigeria are looking forward to breathe life into their 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers campaign, and I will talk extensively from their camp. I will talk from the camp of the Flying Eagles, as the NFF scouts, same as the head coach of the team, Aliu Ziberu, are actively searching for prolific strikers. I've spoken about a prolific striker that they have recruited. I'm going to talk extensively from another prolific striker pulled off as a major recruitment for the Flying Eagles of Nigeria, and other from the performances of some Super Eagles of Nigeria players. But before I proceed with the details of all these stories, if you are new on this platform, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Hit on the post notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to like this video and share to other social media platforms. As usual, my name still remains Solomon Kwadwo Asante, your only nomenclature with engineer's philosophy in sports, a Ghanaian who has declared his full support for Nigeria sports, and I've been given a Nigerian name on this platform as the only one, Solomon Chukwu Emeka. Please do want to leave your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts under my subsequent videos. And no more, let's get straight forward into the video. To start with, it's exactly 19 days to the resumption of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, and the Super Eagles of Nigeria are in dire need of victories in their matches spread across September. On the 6th of September at the Gosio Akpabio Stadium in Uyo will be the Super Eagles of Nigeria versus Rwanda. 3 days later, on the 9th of September 2025, in South Africa will be a tightly contested game between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Bafana Bafana of South Africa. These matches are very crucial to the Super Eagles of Nigeria, of which each and every point within these two matches are very imperative, of which this is the time for the Super Eagles of Nigeria to go into these two matches with the blend of attacking firepower and discipline. And with the latest reports coming in, and per FIFA requests, Eric Sekuchel, head coach of the Super Eagles, has sent provisional invitations to 40 of the Super Eagles players, of which he will select 23 final players from these 40 provisional man squad. And this is the latest coming up from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. This is the time they are looking forward to breathe life into their 2026 FIFA World Cup qualification campaign in order to secure their coveted spots into the United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. Let's check out some players that might miss out on the final 23-man squad and some players that might return into the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team. The first player to talk about is Zaudu Sanusi, who plays his club football for FC Porto. With the latest reports that I have, he might return to the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team and is part of the 40 provisional players being invited by Eric Sekuchel. And with the latest report that I have about Zaudu Sanusi, he has been blighted with ACL injury for the past year. He has not been part of the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team, and he will be back to compete with the likes of Bruno Onyemaechi, Felix Agu, and the others in the left side of defense for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Just last week, he's back to fitness and he featured for FC Porto in the start of the Portuguese league. And that is a piece of good news from the camp of Zaudu Sanusi. The next player to talk about is Cyril Dessus. With the latest reports coming in, he might be out of the Super Eagles of Nigeria versus Rwanda, same as against South Africa, due to injury. We all saw his exploits during the 2025 Unity Cup tournament in London. But with the latest reports, he has picked up an injury and he might not return on time before the commencement or the resumption of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers in September on the 6th and on the 9th, respectively, against Rwanda and South Africa. And that is that from the camp of Cyril Dessus. Away from his camp is to the camp of Maduka Okoye. As you all know, he has been hit with this betting ban, and this will see him out of competitive football until October 2025. That is what we are waiting for. He's going to be out of competitive football for 2 months. I've already reported to you on this platform. I know one of the commenters stated that he's not out of the Super Eagles of Nigeria's World Cup qualifiers matches, and he might be part of the team. But with the latest reports and the exclusive that I have, the ban that he has been hit with in Italy will be affected with him being part of the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team. So that is that from his camp. And away from his camp is the fourth player, Kelechi Iheanacho, senior man Kelechi Iheanacho. He might also be out of the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team on the account of his poor performance. And with the recent reports that I have, he's also not in that shape to feature for his club side, Sevilla. There are some uncertainties surrounding his registration. And due to that poor performance, and even he being not part of his club side, Sevilla, in the upcoming season, will also cause him being part of the Super Eagles of Nigeria's team. And that is that from his camp. The last player to talk about is Semi Ajayi. And with the latest reports I have, it's quite pathetic to always hear injury updates concerning Ajayi. Based on the reports that I have, he's also not available for the Super Eagles of Nigeria's upcoming 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda. I stand to be corrected, but this is the third time that he has torn his hamstring within 9 months, which is not good from Semi Ajayi. And that is the latest coming from his camp. His club side, Hull City, has reported and confirmed it as well, of which I also have to report on this platform for you to get to know the comprehensive insights with respect to his injury. And these are the latest surrounding some Super Eagles of Nigeria players that might or might not be parts of Eric Sekuchel's final man squad for the upcoming matches spread across September against Rwanda and South Africa. Every point in the game is very important for the Super Eagles. And let's see how things will transpire surrounding the Super Eagles team. Away from their camp is to the camp of the Flying Eagles of Nigeria. The 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup tournament is scheduled to take place in Chile from the 27th of September to the 19th of October 2025. And as you all know, the Flying Eagles of Nigeria is in Group F with Saudi Arabia, Colombia, and Norway. Earlier in my previous updates, I reported to you that the NFF scouts and head coach of the team, Aliu Zubeiru, are in search for prolific strikers. And I stated that Chizera Zuwenta is another striker that they've recruited. He's in to test the waters as to whether he will be a good fit into the Flying Eagles of Nigeria's team ahead of this World Cup tournament. And the next player that they've pulled off major recruitment for is Spiff Asuku Jonathan, who was born in Argentina to a Nigerian father and Argentine mother. He was born on the 23rd of February 2007. Currently, he is 18 years of age. He predominantly plays as a center forward. Let's look at the background checks of who he is. Looking at his club side, he plays for River Plate's Under-20 team. He just idolizes Austin JJ Okocha. According to him, he loves him, he wants to play like him, and he wants to do everything like the legendary Austin JJ Okocha. Looking at his attributes on the field of play, he's having the exceptional goal reading ability. Aside that, he's very intelligent up front or in the forward lines for his club side, River Plate, and is yet to feature for the Flying Eagles of Nigeria. I stand to be corrected, but barely 10 months ago, he was ready to play for any of the Nigerian national team that he best befits. And this is the right time that he has been recruited into the Flying Eagles of Nigeria's team to come in to test the waters in the form of justify your inclusion before you be made available for the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile. And that's coming in from his camp. And with the latest surrounding the Flying Eagles, the players are set to report to camp starting from the 18th of this month. And let's see how things will go. Whatever will transpire surrounding their camp, I will just apprise you with the latest. Before I take a leave of you, let me just add up the performance of Invites-Iwobi and Calvin Bassey this afternoon for Fulham against Brighton and Hove Albion. At the end of 90 minutes, they shared their scores. It was 1-1. And looking at Invites-Iwobi in the right midfield for Fulham against Brighton, he played 66 minutes with no goal, no assists. Expected assist from him was 0.25. He covered distance of 7.4 kilometers. Number of sprints, 12. Top speed, 29.1 kilometers per hour. With 37 touches, accurate passes of 18 out of 24, representing 75%. Key passes of 3. Accurate crosses, 2 out of 3. Long balls in terms of accuracy, 2 out of 2. He had rating of 7.1 out of 10.0. And to his compatriots, Calvin Bassey played the full total as a left centre back for Fulham against Brighton and Hove Albion. He didn't score, he didn't assist. He covered distance of 10.0 kilometers with interceptions of 0, total tackles 2, dribbled pass 1, number of sprints 15, top speed 29.9 kilometers per hour. Grandiose won in terms of accuracy 4 out of 8. Aerial duels won 2 out of 3. He had rating of 6.3 out of 10.0. So these are the performances of some Super Eagles of Nigeria players ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers spread across September against Rwanda in Nigeria and against South Africa, Bafana in South Africa. I will end here with my presentation. As usual, I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Before I take a leave of you, let me give special shout out to these amazing people. Special shout out to Peter Osai. Another shout out to Adusan Abiudan. I do appreciate your support to this platform. Leo Marco, I do appreciate your support. Eugene, I do appreciate your support. Joseph Inwodo, I do appreciate your support. Emmanuel Moro, I do appreciate your support. And all those who commented, I know the names are as many as I can mention all. So with all due respect, special shout out and God richly bless each and every cherished viewer on this platform. Until we meet again, it's bye for now.